You are live from Bobblehead Homestead. It is Saturday night. Hello, hello. People are coming in. Kathleen McGinley, the big Italian. I need to call you guys. You guys should call me tomorrow if I forget to call you. I got to call you guys. Pat Montgomery, good evening. Robert Smith, Trina Shepard, Pink Sparkle, Nancy Graves. There's Judy Jules. Hey, what's up? All right, I am going live. I do have a video that'll be coming out tomorrow, so I don't want to give away everything, but I did make another trip up to my new property on Friday with a couple other folks, and we did some stuff, and that's going to be in the video. Nothing major. Yeah, some developments are happening. Things might start moving, but yeah, that'll be tomorrow's video. I got a nap in yesterday and I got a nap in today instead of making that video. So the nap was more important after wearing myself out on Friday. Big storm this afternoon. Well, I mean, it was a storm. Rained pretty heavily, and I don't know, half an hour or so. I just went and took a nap. That's a good thing to do when it's raining. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Hippocrates Garden. Nate Kramer, hello. Patty Price, hello again, Patty Price. James Jesse. Country Road Cure, hello. El Jefe. Uh-oh. People are... I just got a text message from Papa Pepper. I just want to rub that into you guys. We might be scheming about something. Yeah, all right, yeah, a little bit of scheming. Maybe he'll pop in here too. Oh, this is so great. What are we up to? 91 folks watching live on a Saturday night. I am dreaming big about this property, my new homestead that I'm going to. I'll spill a little bit of beans. Is that some heavy machinery is probably coming. This is as confident as I've ever been on heavy machinery actually showing up. That isn't going to cost, that isn't going to break the bank completely. So I can start planning for that and start dreaming for that. And I've been Groovy Eggs Farm, nothing but chickens. And now is my chance to really get out there and do some more stuff. Some people have been watching me forever, and I got some gardening skills. I do have some gardening skills. I'm not that great at the weeding part, but I do have some gardening skills. And this piece of machinery, some of you will recall there are giant piles of debris, like pine trees and stumps and stuff like that. I think I've got a plan to turn that into a garden. Yeah, man. And I can start dreaming about gardens again. And I was just talking the other day, what would be good to grow for my chickens? What would be good to grow for my chickens? One of the things high in protein is black oil sunflower seeds. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be thinking about growing everything for my chickens. Even tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, all that stuff is good for your chickens. So the more food that I can grow, the less my chicken feed costs will be. And I do want to target, like, corn is low in protein, but it's filling and relatively easy to grow. Maybe. I didn't have success because the raccoons got it all. But sunflowers, I've had success growing sunflowers. I can grow a bunch of sunflowers, but I'm going to need a bunch of sunflowers. Other things you can grow for, just annuals, wheat, buckwheat. Buckwheat is a good one. That's a good cover crop. So, and with machinery work, all the ground's going to be disturbed. So now I'm having to think about, cover crops, clover, turnips, believe it or not. And then, yeah, because as soon as that ground is disturbed, it's a race to which seeds grow first. So I got to throw some seeds down there in hopes that they win that race before a jungle comes back. So I'm definitely planning and looking into different types of, grasses and clovers, and I know some are better than others. There we go. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Daikon radish. Yeah. Why would you use radish and or turnips and stuff, root plants in a pasture? Well, the daikon radish, those things get pretty big and pretty thick. So they grow, and then when they rot or the tops are eaten by the cattle or livestock, they will leave a giant hole, and you're tilling your soil without tilling it. You're tilling your soil naturally. It leaves all that the turnip breaks down, is eaten by bugs, blah blah blah. It leaves a pocket for other stuff to grow in, and it's a great way to aerate and to till large areas without tilling. So I'm thinking about definitely that under the power lines, where I can't do permanent things. I can run my chickens under the power lines because I can pick up those fences and move them in a matter of minutes. But I wouldn't move the chicken coops and stuff right under them. And those are just 2 residential lines. Those aren't the high voltage transmittal group of lines that you see on some other properties. Those are a different story as far as keeping livestock and stuff there for extended periods of time. But these are just 2 residential lines, so it ain't no different than what I got going now. So areas for lots of sunflowers and corn, buckwheat. I got to start making a list of other things to grow. Millet, wheat, different types of wheat are better than others. Hey, there's Paul the Bearded Carpenter. Go check out Paul the Bearded Carpenter's channel. Yeah, he just had a great video, kind of a synopsis of his last home build, and he's got a preview of his next build. You're going to want to check out Paul at the Bearded Carpenter, and I should pull up his channel. I stopped by his place not that long ago, and he has a smokehouse. I should pull up that video too. That he built out of logs, a log smokehouse, and it's also a cold smoker where the fire section is offset. So you're not heating it up, you're just smoking it. And so it's a cold smoker. And in a cold smoker, you can do things you can't in a hot smoker, like cheese. And Paul the Bearded Carpenter just nailed some smoked cheese. All right, here we go. I got to give you a shout out. Now we're going to click here, share screen. There we go, share. All right. I got to brag on you, Paul. I got to brag on you. Let me pull this up and scoot down. Log cabin build at Paradise Point, start to finish, time lapse. Yes, you got to go check out 418,000 views, and I hope that gets to 1 million for you. Just an incredible portrayal of old school home building. I don't know how to say it. And then the next series coming up, building a sawmill shed. I was over there. I know what it looks like now, so I know you are going to enjoy the videos coming up over at the Bearded Carpenter. So go check out Paul. And there we go. Cool. Hey, there's Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. And I got off comments there for a second. Who else we got in here? A country boy and his paint buffer. Lori Carp, hello. Patricia Hunter. Glenda Bendel. Lynette Price. Cool. Back to good. Off grid. Hello. Welcome. And Dogman, hey, he went live last night. I was busy. J. Marie, hello. What do we got in here? 165, it looks like. Oh, I'm better take care of this other screen over here. I don't know how that works. There we go. And this technology, I'm going to get good at it someday. So yeah, big dreams for 7 acres. It's going to be more than just chickens. It's going to be more than just chickens. And that's why, knowing I got heavy machinery coming in, and I'm not going to tell you what kind of machinery it is. It could be a forestry mulcher, it could be a bulldozer, it could be a nice big tractor, it could be an excavator. Who knows? I'm not telling you yet, but something is getting in there. And having all the land cleared for my chickens. And what I want to do with my chickens is I don't want to set chicken coop and run that's permanent. I want to be able to move them around. I want to let the land be able to grow back up because, chickens will take land down to bare earth. And then every time it rains, you got mud and then muddy eggs you don't want to hatch. And yeah. So I'm kind of trying to do it more rotational grazing wise so that I can move the chickens around. Move them out of an area for 3 months, depending on the time of the year, and you lay down the seed that you want to grow up, and then that will, cure itself, and then you put the chickens back in there, and that's a lot of free food for the chickens also. Instead of them just living on bare ground, I can't let them free range because I'm breeding. I got to have this rooster with these hens, but yeah, so I need a lot of land cleared to be able to move my chickens around enough to keep the ground from just being utterly destroyed. And and I need land for growing crops. Yeah, I'd like to eat more meat than I do vegetables, but so I don't plan on doing a huge garden. Most of the gardening I'll do will be, additional chicken feed. I've had success with squash, cucumbers. I've had a little bit of success with tomatoes down here. A lot of success with flowers and sunflowers and Mexican sunflower, tithonia, and yeah. So I've got some growing chops, and I've got a lot of material out there for what they call hugelkultur. You bury your excess logs and brush, and over time it breaks down and turns into soil, creating more nutrients. In the meantime, it absorbs water. So if you got a tree trunk with soil on top of it for 6 inches or whatever, that log is going to absorb water, and during droughts you'll be less drought prone thanks to that. And then yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, hugelkultur. I will be doing that at the new place. I'll have some row crops. I'll be doing raised beds. A lot of and I want to do a lot of flowers too. The sunflowers really help because I can also use them. That's good chicken feed. So yeah, big dreams, and maybe even clearing a path or at least a path back to the back of the property. And there's another clearing back there, and so that's going to be possible right off the bat. And an RV's hookup spot. I'm thinking about trying to do that right away if it's in the budget. But putting down a gravel pad and electric hookup and a water hookup, maybe even a gray water. I wouldn't do black water into the septic, but a gray water hookup for them. That way, I've got friends who have RVs. They might want to stop by for a few days and work for me. No, just come hang out. That's what the RV spot is for. But a lot of potential future good uses if I've already got an RV spot. Also put a storage shed right there in that same area, so I'm running water and electric out there. And I want other water spigots for watering chickens and you know, ducks, geese, turkeys, guineas, an emu, sheep. Sheep, that's a dream. No goats. I don't like goats. Don't tell me to get goats. Goats are expensive. I like, unless you're eating them, and then they might break even. But I like eating lamb better than I do goat. So if I was going to raise a meat source, it would be sheep. In addition to chickens and turkeys, that's a big anyway. Anyway, all the things, acres, all the things, acres. I am dreaming of all the things right now. That's a good name for a channel. There you go. T McD, I'll reserve that RV spot for a week before Memorial Day 2024. Yeah, no kidding. See? And maybe I need to put 2 or 3 up there. Oh, no, I don't have the budget for that. I'm hoping I can fit one in the budget. And I do want that storage shed further back. Anyway, I'll get into that, all that, where the properties are going. Goats could clean your property in no time. Goats are not free. Have you ever had goats, and have you ever had to pay for goats? That's the first 2 questions I ask people who tell me to get goats. Show me your receipts. Show me your receipts. Goats are not free. They're incredibly expensive. They won't clean your property. You got to fence them in. You got to be living there. It'd just be irresponsible to get goats when you're not living there, even with great fencing. And to put great fencing up, you got to clear the land. Well, you can't clear the land with, so, and goats have to have their own feed. You have to deworm them, especially when you're taking them to new properties. You can't just have one goat. They're a pain. They're a giant pain and a giant expense. And most of the people who tell me to get goats have never had them and never had to pay for them. So there's my rant on goats, which I've done about 100 times before. There's Old Man King Homestead. How's it going? Plus your family can come and visit. Yeah, they got to get some RVs, but even tents, if you've got electric and water there, that opens up possibilities even if without an RV. All the things, acres, super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dog man, if I only had a dog. Yeah, I'll be getting a dog. I am dog shopping. I am also, well, I need to watch some videos on training dogs. I'll get to that point. I'm not there yet. What I've been watching videos on lately, when I do have a few moments, is how to build a driveway. There's some cool YouTube videos out there. You guys all know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. But yeah, how to build a driveway. And the one thing I've learned is there's no one best way to build a driveway. People do it different depending on your ground, if you're clay or sand or if you're in muddy area, and you want to pitch it when you're grading it so that it runs off the sides, or if you can't do that, you can kind of grade it so it's a slight slant so that the water runs off on one direction on the gravel driveway, and so I've been watching a lot of that. And Ron Kirsten, new member. Thank you so much. Yes, memberships. Dogman has 5 he will let go. Unless they've got generations and generations of chicken, livestock, guardian experience, I'm not getting them much. Yeah. I have dogs for the taking, but he's going to watch a video. I'm sorry, dog man, but you are not the end all, be all, know all of dogs. Training them. Yeah, train those puppies. Exactly. It's how you train them. And there are different ways that work for different dogs. And anyway, I'm researching driveways right now. And I'm researching, what type of heavy machinery can do what type of work and what to expect from that. Culverts, putting in a culvert. What do you put on top of that? Is it just gravel, or do you put dirt on top of that? People do it both ways. How do do you want to level it out? Do you want to leave dips in it? Yeah. So I'm watching all that kind of stuff. It was Jennifer Johnson wonders if you. Yep, I can see you on the stream. I don't know. Yep, the full blown country. There's Pooch. There's O'Rourke's Littlefield. There's Pure Okie. There is another. There is a worse way to build a driveway with a pick and shovel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No kidding. The equipment that is available out there. Those skid steers have. Those things they're not cheap. They are not cheap by any means, but they can do a lot, and they've got different attachments. The forestry mulcher, just the forestry mulcher attachment, just the attachment's like $30,000. But with a bucket, you can move rock around for a driveway. With a different kind of bucket, you can kind of scrape off if you're scraping off sod or whatever grass is on top. You can put another bucket to smooth it out. They have grapples so you can move brush around. Those skid steers that's like my next dream is a skid steer. Maybe a bulldozer, but a skid steer is more useful. Using backhoes. There's tractors. And what's cool is I can also watch David at Come On Homesteading. There we go. In fact, I've called him up and said, what kind of rock are you using? So David at Come On Homesteading has been very helpful to me with sharing his knowledge and experience, recent knowledge and experience, and his contacts. So that has been great. That's helped me put together a budget. So it's great seeing, all these people around here. We're not sitting around all day watching TV, or there's a whole group of channels getting out there and getting to work, and I love being a part of it. I wish I could do more work. Judy Jules and the Big Italian. She needs a friend named Pooch. Well, meet if you haven't met each other yet. Go subscribe to each other's channels. I think those are both. Yeah, there we go. Both under 1,000 subscribers. Judy Jules and the Big Italian. They got some chickens for me. So and Full Blown Country. Yeah, he's getting up there too. Met him in person at the Oklahoma meetup. So 2 up and coming channels for you to check out that could usually, everybody needs a little help when you're getting started. I was there. Hippocrates Garden. Usually a dozer is best, at least at first, for a new driveway, but it only does one thing. Backhoe is really versatile. Excavators, if mostly digging. Skid steer for lifting. It just depends. Yeah, see the right piece of equipment for the right job. And all the jobs are different. That's the other thing. If you're going up a hill, it's all different. Mine is relatively flat, a few dips and culvert next to the road, most definitely. And I either want to grade it so that it all hits that culvert next to the road, or I need to put another culvert a little bit further in. And then the gravel. I need to go out there. Next time I go out there, I'm going to measure it. That'll give me an idea. But yeah, once you get the gravel out there, it's not a sure thing. They're going to drop it out of the truck exactly where you want it. So you're going to have to move that gravel around to create your driveway. David at Come On Homesteading just went through that. Those truck drivers do their best to release the rock slowly as they're moving forward onto your road, but it doesn't always work out like that. What is Pooch's channel? Full blown country? Yes. Yeah. I don't know how that works anymore. You should be able to click on him. Peggy Norton, Karen Baker. All right. See, all right. I got you a subscriber, Pooch. Thanks, Judy Jules and Big Italian. Dog Man will come shovel it for you. I ain't even asking him. I went up there on Friday. I didn't even ask him. He might have said yes. No, heavy machinery is coming. So, yeah. No firm dates, but I'm relatively confident that heavy machinery will be coming by the end of June. And that heavy machinery should be able to do more than what I had originally envisioned for whatever it is. 244 in live. Welcome. Yeah, big night for me. Melissa Coleman, Watchman, 7070. How many acres is the land? 6.87 acres. So almost 7 acres. A portion of that is residential, 2 residential electric lines. So that's kind of a little bit off limits. But yeah, so 6.5 acres, or I can always say almost 7 acres. Elaine, hello, Elaine. Gloria Westmoreland. Yeah, and I'd say maybe a half an acre, third of an acre. We've cleared pretty much everything for the shed house, and then I don't know, maybe another third of an acre. I'd say maybe 100 by more than 150 feet has been cleared for chicken areas, and that's underbrush. So 100 feet by 100 feet was cleared, and then we have another, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 feet by 100 feet of underbrush that's been cleared. From up top, you can't really see it yet, but I think with machinery in there for just a few days, we'll take out a bunch of stuff. Hippocrates Garden. I had to relearn to operate a backhoe after about 30 years in different controls. Yeah. Also I had 20K into it to get it all back up. Yeah. Oh wow. See, there's those things are not cheap. But if you think about it, it depends on, what kind of stuff you got going up and what kind of friends you have. You can pay one of those off. Like if I were, I'm hoping to get like $6,000 worth of heavy machinery work done on my property. And if you can buy one of those for 20,000, well, yeah, you got 3 other friends that need 4,000 or 5,000 jobs. It's yeah, you got to be. I guess you either got to be rich or resourceful and have good friends to get something like that. Is Papa Pepper coming over? No. Well, maybe. I mean, you never know. Not tonight. Not tonight. He's like almost 4 hours from here, which is why I haven't been up there yet. But I'm gonna do that this summer. Darn it! Somehow, some way, I'm gonna get up there. I'd really like to get back up to Illinois. Speaking of Illinois, hey Rob that barn. I'd like to get back up to Illinois. Seeing Anthony and Roxanne Country Road Cure, they just went back to their, old stomping grounds for a week, and I have not been back to Illinois since I left, and it would be cool to go back up there for a few days and just see what happens. But yeah, I got bigger things on my plate before that. I got to build a homestead and move a house and put in water and electricity and a septic system and clear more land for chickens and other livestock and gardens, and maybe do some raised beds, do some hugelkultur. Yeah, it looks the same. Yeah, but the people don't. The people I know back there don't look the same. No, it'd be good. Back to good off grid. I went back to Illinois for a few years. No desire to ever go back. Yeah, just to visit. Just to visit. I mean, it was a cool place for a long while. Still is. I mean, oh, just older. Yeah. So O'Rourke's Littlefield. I hope to find raw land and make it our own. Yeah, start saving up. It's the gravel the gravel is gonna start adding up fast. The gravel is gonna start adding up fast. So I've gotta be as smart as I can on the use of it. And yeah. Chris White, call on the family, Jeff. You need the help. I just talked about that in a video. Go watch my videos. They will they'll help when I ask them to help. I haven't asked them to help yet because there will be big things coming down the pike that I need help with, and I got heavy machinery coming. David's tractor is in use every single day. He's got big things going on, big things coming up, and yeah. And then that's what I need is a heavy machinery. So that'd be the only thing that would help. And we've already talked. David's already been a big help, sharing his knowledge and experience. So yeah, I can't be expecting them to come over and do all my work for me all the time. When there's big things coming, I got to move a shed to house and hook that up and hook up water and electric, and so they'll help out when it's needed, but I don't need it right now. I need heavy machinery that's going to make a big dent, and they can't put down gravel. They can't move a shed to house for me, but other stuff in the future they will be able to do. So yeah, I guess that suggestion's never going to go away. Is go get those people to work for you. They're busy, man. They are super busy, and I love it. I love it that they're out there getting it, building their houses, building their homesteads, fixing their roads, taking down trees, putting in a septic system, and not everybody out here in this lifestyle has time to go clear some underbrush for some chickens. So there will be big things coming, but it ain't going to happen once a week, every week. Yeah, O'Rourke's a Littlefield. I can direct from camper door. See, that's another. Those are some more. I spent the night in their camper. So that'll, having a camping spot, I can have cool people like Jamie and Kevin come down and hang out for a night. So I really hope I can get that feature in. And I think I should be able to. It shouldn't be that, since I run and water and electric to a storage shed for the chickens, and I need the electric for the chickens for the energizers for electric fences. So since I'm running water and electric down there, doing the RV hookup shouldn't cost that much more. Yeah, it's time and energy to do the work that needs to get done. Until then, we live vicariously through each other. Yep. What time? All right, 9:15 already. I need to come down and see you, Judy Jules, and the Big Italian. Wish we lived closer. I have not been down that way in recent years. I've been down there and growing up, We went to Hot Springs a few times. There we go. Pooch would like to come up and hang out with you and Dogman. Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine a live with the three of us? Oh, that might need to happen, Pooch. We need to make that happen. I don't know how I'm making anything happen this summer, and it's gonna get hot and long, and this is gonna be a summer, whether I like it or not. Hey, 12 Stones Ranch, good to see you. More great channels for everybody to go check out. Everybody go check out everybody else's channels. That's how we do this on YouTube. A lot of people out there doing similar things, and we like similar things. And the big Italian, don't do it. What? Don't come down there? All right. What am I not supposed to do? $288 in chat. My goodness, you people on a Saturday night. Oh, what other dreams can I have? Yeah, I branch out into like turkeys. There's some ducks that lay some really interesting eggs. I think it's the Cayuga duck that lays a black duck egg. So, yeah, ducks, turkeys, and groovy eggs coming other than just chickens. I don't think any turkeys lay interesting eggs. I could be wrong about that. I like eating turkey. That's why I'm thinking turkeys. And then gardens. Yeah, tomatoes. I don't eat a lot of tomatoes and peppers other than in like salsa or sauces. Cucumbers, pickles. I've grown all that stuff. Pumpkins, squash. Yeah, those are great for chickens. I didn't have success with watermelon. I did with pumpkins and squash, even though the squash bugs will take over. What you got to do to get squash is plant a bunch of gourds. Let the squash bugs go after the gourds to kind of, protect your edible squash. But I grew loofah gourds. I got a pretty good harvest out of those. And I want to grow more than I'm capable of. But there's a world of possibilities with that 7 acres. Definitely. Dogman says Pooch has to stay in the shed. No, man, I've got as long as I still own this house, I've got an air mattress and a living room. You just got to shuffle stuff out of the way for me. Then you got to put up with baby chicks chirping at you all night long. Although I'm going to take a break from that here coming up. Thankfully, thank you. Yeah, any members in chat tonight? I don't see. I'm doing it on StreamYard, so I can't see all the special membership things that go on. I need to fix that somehow. Maybe I should have gone live on YouTube instead of using StreamYard. But then I couldn't have shared that screen. I just don't know. But thank you, all members. I can take a little break in the heat of summer from hatching and raising baby chicks and get to work on my new property. So, yes. And big work coming. Yeah. I have no clue on a move date. My birthday is September 14th, so yeah, I'm thinking that could be a good goal. Don't forget perennials. Everything doesn't have to be annuals. You're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. My mulberry tree I got from Papa Pepper a few years ago. I got mulberries from it this year. I need to go make a video of that. But yeah, perennials of the fruiting variety. Those are nice to map out right away. Muscadine, I've got free muscadine growing out there in the jungle. But yeah, muscadine grapes. Then all the kinds of berries and trees that you can do in Arkansas. I'll give them a try. I will give them a try. And I'll get suggestions too. And I'll go back and look at Papa Pepper videos. He's got a lot of perennial food forest. Yeah, a food forest. I'll have to set aside a little food forest of all pretty much all perennials. And do hugelkultur. I'm going to be taking there's going to be a lot of material that I can do hugelkultur with. You know, hugelkultur is you dig a hole, you take whatever brush or whatever it was, and you put it in the hole, and then you put the dirt back on top of all the logs and brush and stuff, and then you plant stuff in it. Now it doesn't make it a magical garden right away. It takes a while for the brush under that to break down and start adding more nutrients to the soil. But a couple years down the road, depending on how big and how small and all that. But yeah, that's a good alternative for gardening in a more perennial manner and garden beds. So I'm going to be doing that out there. Definitely. Oh, Pooch, I want to come up and do dancing short videos with you and Jeff. Oh, come on up, Pooch. There's a big old conference going on in Oklahoma. Those would have been nice to. That's like 3 hours there, 3 hours back. I just did it. Yeah, it was not in the cards. But I'm glad that those happen and give people, plenty of people, opportunities to go meet and scheme together on how to help each other out. I guarantee you that's going on. But yeah, a lot of the channels from around here went over to that. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy were there. So I was, yeah, even last night, I looked at the clock. I'm like, 3 hours there. I'd have to wake up early in the morning. But I thought about it last night. Maybe I'd pop over there, just go meet Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, because I've been watching them for probably 10 years now, or however long. But I was watching them before I even created a YouTube channel and started, subscribing to other people. And I'm a moderator on their live shows when I'm actually inside and not busy. Usually I'm outside until dark, so I don't get to catch all their lives. But anyway, it's fun going to those big old meetups. O'Rourke's Littlefield went to Texas looking at mini mansions. We found one to order when we sell our house. Oh, nice. I like the mini part. Oh, are we not celebrating birthdays? Yep, Deborah, I'm a Virgo. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of my goal. Hopefully get moved by September. That would be cool. Dogman has been hanging out at the Bluegrass Festival. It hasn't even started yet. He always hangs out there. He lives across the street. I think that festival, it's not going on right now. It's next weekend, but there's already probably a couple dozen campers out there, and more further back that we can't see from the road. But I haven't. Yeah, Dogman was talking about how his power went out. I was gone that day, but when I came home, I noticed the power had been out. And I've got eggs in the incubator, folks. That ain't cool to be. Yeah, They spend a lot of money and I don't. But they should warn us ahead of time if they're going to take the power out for an hour. Because that's what they were doing, is they were hooking back up the Bluegrass Festival. And they had to turn our power off to, anyway. But yeah, Bluegrass Festival, Waldron, Arkansas. I think it's next weekend. And this year they're doing gospel bluegrass in June. In October, it'll just be regular bluegrass, whatever that means. So I don't know. I saw one of their flyers the other day. I forgot to grab it to see who the lineup was. I like me some bluegrass. I got bluegrass on my car MP3 player that goes into a tape deck because it's a 1999 minivan. Karen Baker, my first subscription was out in the country. That's how you found me. Thank you, Karen Baker. Thank you, out in the country. Homesteading. That's what they were when I first encountered them. With the very first video I put out on YouTube. They've known me since then and have been a huge help, and love those guys. Denise is baking a cake. Yeah. I'm missing stuff. That's all right. Full blown country. I'll be there in October. His birthday's in October. Yeah, Pooch, come on up in October. We'll throw you a little shindig up here. And yeah, head over to the Bluegrass Festival. I think it's like $20-25 for a ticket to get in for the day. And they do afternoon and evening sets. And it's not all the same bands. Some of the same bands, the most popular bands will play twice. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to it. I've sat out here and listened to it, but I'm a little ways away. I'm always too busy and too poor. But I do like bluegrass music. Ron Vincent was the headliner. I don't know who it'll be in October. Yeah, Dogman knows them. He's been around here for a while. All right. Have I been on an hour yet? We've got 300 people. We've got 300 people in here. Hello, 300 people. Ask me some questions about the new property. Get my brain, get some brainstorming going on in here. What kind of thing? You've got almost 7 acres of raw land, and you got big dreams. You're making money off of chickens, but you'd like to expand out from that. And see, and part of making money from chickens is I want to hire somebody, and that's not out of the realm of possibility next year. Is for me to be bringing in enough to hire somebody, even 2-3 days a week, and then I can start getting a lot done as far as the homesteading goes, and the gardening, and the perennials, and the food forest, and the permaculture, and the rotational grazing, and yeah, all that stuff. So, yeah. Who's moving your cabin? Yeah. We'll see. Have you sell your property? No, I've not sold this place yet. I sold the old place, but not this place yet. And I don't have to be in a giant hurry. Best thing I can do to get this place sold is to move out and get it move-in ready. And yeah. How much of the property will you clear? I'm only clearing where the home is going. I might clear another small section for a storage shed and RV. The rest of it, I'd clear the underbrush and smaller trees. But I do not want to, clear cut it and get rid of all the big trees. I'll try to save all the big trees that I can that aren't in the way. I'll be wanting to cut a path, so some of the big trees will have to go in that. But other than that, it'll just be the underbrush, the small, small stuff. And just, like you'd see, I don't know where you'd see that, but so, and then how much of that do I want to clear the underbrush? A good 3 acres. I'd love to have that much space for chickens and other things. Are you going to get any goats? No, I don't like goats. Goats are expensive and they're a pain, and I don't live there, so no goats. Hired help would make the dream sooner. Yep. Does everyone listen to Tom Petty anymore? I got a few of his songs in my playlist. That's what it is, a playlist. I've got bluegrass in my playlist. Vern Williams. Vern and Ray, V-E-R-N, Vern and Ray. If you want to look up some old-timey good bluegrass from Arkansas, the Vern Williams Band, and then just Vern Williams. So there's 4 different albums under those 3 artist names out there. Go check it out. He's a pretty good bluegrass musician. He married my mom's sister, so he married my aunt, which kind of made him my uncle by marriage. However that works. But yeah. So I'm related to him by marriage. Yeah, for sure don't cut big trees down. You need trees and shade. Goats and rabbits. No, I don't do rabbits, and I don't do goats. Sheep are better than goats. How many chickens is your goal to raise? Well, that depends on the supply and demand. Economics depends on the demand. If the demand is there for more and more baby chicks or hatching eggs, then I'll get more hens. But right now, I hope to have maybe 50 hens in the spring, which isn't as big as anyway. I don't like thinking about that. But hopefully 50 hens in the spring. That's what I would have had right now, would have been 50 hens. So 50 hens in the spring. And then if I grow, I can expand to 200 hens. Well, not like that, but I have the infrastructure to expand to 200 hens pretty quickly. So, but for next spring, I want to start off with 50 good ones that I'm raising right now, and then get up. I can get up to 200 pretty quick without needing more coops and fencing and all that stuff. I would need more incubators, but so that's 50 for next year, and then maybe 200 the year after that with a full-time employee. CRC has a couple good-looking new chicks. I gotta go. I'll be watching their video tonight. I usually watch their video as soon as I can, but some days is just not possible. Dogman has a bulldozer. No, he doesn't. If Dogman had a bulldozer. Anchored Homestead. How many eggs do you get in a day? Right now, it's 20, about 20, right around 20, sometimes 22. I only have 12 hens right now after the dogs wipe me out. 12 adult hens. And then I have pullets that are, a couple of them are laying eggs big enough. But I don't know how many of the pullets have already started laying. Most of them probably have. But that's what I'm getting. Next spring, when I've got 50 hens, hopefully I'll be getting 35, 40 eggs a day. Depends on the variety. Judy Jules could use a few black copper bronze females. Yeah, everybody wants some black copper bronze females. I'll be doing some evaluating in the late fall of the ones that I'm raising right now. But you'll be getting my You'll be getting my rejects. How it works. Is a lot across from you sold yet? Yes, that sold. He said it sold like a week after I bought mine. So that was that. They all went quick. They all went quick. And nothing else available out there now. I kind of lucked out at the tail end of those, of all those lots. I wish I'd have known about the other ones that are already cleared up closer to the road. But then again, they're lower land, so they'll probably have more water issues. So I don't. Yeah, you can't always second guess yourself. But yeah, I lucked out. That's a good property, and you see nothing steep at all. I mean, there's some gullies and creeks going through, but nothing steep. Yeah, and I've already got the land cleared to put my shed to house, and the land cleared for driveway. So that'll be coming up definitely by the end of the month, unless things happen. Any word on when you'll be moving to the property? Oh, no, there's no date. You got to do one thing at a time and wait for other people. I don't even know when the heavy machinery is going to show up. It'll be by the end of the month, I hope. And then you can't predict, and then predict the weather. Yeah, I don't know how people expect me to have a date already. That's I don't get it. What's next to the stars? Those are members, dog man. Those are members. Steve Clifton, is Jeff writing a book? He was. Yeah, I'll finish it, I hope. But how to breed olive eggers, Easter eggers, green eggers. There is no book out there telling people the egg color genetics in a simplified way, I guess. There are genetics books out there, way over my head. But there is no book out there on how to breed olive eggers and Easter eggers. So I've started writing it, and it's not easy writing a book. And what I've been working on it almost a year now. I've not worked on it recently though. Have not had time. That's more of a winter activity when it gets dark sooner. It's hard to get to it during the summer. And I'll find, I'll write something and then I'm going back and I'd already written about that 6 months earlier. So I don't know how people do it. It's driving me nuts. So you got to put it down sometimes to get back at it. But I might actually finish that someday. It's not overly complicated. It just takes a while to explain. And then and then I wanted to add a section on how to buy Easter eggers and olive eggers and green eggers. And, if you want to be sure of whatever color egg and you're just buying them and not wanting to breed them, I'll teach people what questions to ask the breeders so that they know what they're getting. And there's a lot of confusing stuff out there, which leads people in a bad direction on how to breed olive eggers. And so, yeah. And then I want to include a bunch of pictures, and that's going to take a while to track those down. Because to create green eggers, you need a blue egg breed and a brown egg breed. And there are several blue egg breeds, there are several brown egg breeds. So I want to show pictures of the different breeds that you might be using to create Easter eggers and olive eggers. And I don't have all those breeds of chickens, so I'll be trying to track down photos, and yeah, it could be a while. I've gotten a good start on it. I've probably written over 50, maybe as much as 80 pages, and then edited back. I don't know. I'm probably around 20 pages right now. And if I were to sit down and really edit that, it'd probably be more like 15. And yeah. And the thing is, where did I learn this? How do I know that this? Yeah, how do I know this term? Yeah. And so then I'm going back to the internet and, trying to create a source on how did I learn this information? Because there is no book out there. So if you want to learn how to breed olive acres, you kind of have to piece together the information that you find from different sources, and not all that information is correct. So yeah, so I'm trying to source my book as best as I can also, but that's on hold for the summer because I'm going to be busy and it's going to be hot, and that's a winter activity. But yeah, that could be a good thing going. Hey, is Drew in here? Cool. Drew's Lens. Go check him out. He's got a video out yesterday. Oh. Yeah, I was going on a little rant there and I wasn't watching. Anchored Homestead. Is there a way to breed certain chickens to get splash chickens? Yes. I'm not an expert on the feather colors. That is a lot more complicated. But I know there's look up blue, black, splash chicken feather colors. And there are several breeds that fit that category. And I have blue, black, splash copper marans. And the way it is when you breed a blue hen to a blue rooster, and half the kids will be blue, but 25% of the kids will be black, and 25% of the kids will be the white splash. So, but not blue. There's lavender. So, yeah, don't get me going. But I know blue, black, splash. You do blue to blue, you get 25% of them will be splash. If you do splash to splash, they'll be splash. But when you do splash to splash, the black splashes will lessen over time. I have not noticed that myself. I haven't done enough generations, but that's what they say. But yeah, and then you can mix that up, like use blue black splash Americanas with blue black splash copper marans, and then you can get offspring that are olive acres that you can pretty much know. I might be doing that someday. You never know. I like the white and true blues, but I don't have to stick with it. Oh, June bugs. Yeah, G. Cosper. They get my ears. Oh, I can't imagine that. They dive bomb me. I'll leave the door cracked at dinner time for the cats to come in and out, and one will get in here and there. I grew up playing, Little League baseball, and those were always a problem for a few weeks. Playing under the lights. Yeah, that was in Illinois. Big dreams, tiny budget. Drinking coffee at 9:45. All right, I don't know about that. What are we on? Still 300 people in here. Thank you so much. What time it is? All right, I guess I can go till 10. I might have to take a break here. Who needs a shout out that I can pull up their channel? Let's give me some. I gotta go take a break, but I'm gonna pull up another channel, and we can at least look at their. Oh no, we can at least look at their channel while I'm. $300 losers. Full blown country. There we go. All right. Type it in. Gotta find it. 781 subscribers at Full Blown Country, and I'm gonna pull this up here. Share screen. There we go. All right. Tree Haven, he hijacked his premiere. It ain't. Well, he hijacked Deep South Homestead's live show, so that's just YouTube, dudes. I'm sorry, Tree Haven. I didn't know. I could fly by the seat of my pants. But there you go. Give me 2 minutes. Alexa, play Another One Bites the Dust. That's for you, Dog Man. Anybody else out there who has Alexa? See, I just, remove it. There we go. Stop sharing. Did I set anybody's Alexas off? All right. I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope you folks are being nice to each other. That's what we do. We're nice to each other. O'Rourke's Littlefield wanted to sing along. Yeah. We'll have to do that at the next party, O'Rourke's. Yeah, I had a good time with them. That was a good time. I'll go hit up Freedom Redbird. They were at the meetup. I don't think I met them much, but I will. Oh yeah, Rourke's Littlefield. They need to bust 500. TNT Adventures. Hey, I met you at the meetup. Good to see you. Goat Days. There we go. There's a shout out. Goat Days. I didn't. I briefly said hi. I think I didn't know. Yeah, not everybody knows each other, but we need more of these. Need more of these meetups. Cuddly Texan. Anchored Homestead. My channel sucks. I don't know what I'm doing half the time or what to film. Yeah. I'm with you on a lot of that. Keep at it. If nothing else, you can make friends. You kind of get to know them through videos and in live chats, and then you have a meetup like we just had. There's another one going on right now, and cool things happen with cool people. Almost Homestead, Jay and Jen, good to see you. Oh. Yes, Anchored Homestead, you need more chickens. Everybody needs more chickens. Why is this not automatically okay? Art Metal out of here. Thanks for stopping in. A lot of people in here. Uh-oh. Drew's Lens is laughing at Peter. What did I miss? Peter, are you giving me junk, Peter? I must have missed it. I missed it. Oh. Oh, Peter. No, man, we got to be nice. You can give Dog Man the business, I guess. Yes, Into the Mist, another great channel, up and coming. All these awesome folks around here. How? Yeah, I got to pinch myself sometimes. How awesome my life has become meeting all these great folks and being able to spend time with them. A little bit here, a little bit there, you know. It is it is awesome. Puroki, I will meet Freedom Redbird now for sure. She moved here yesterday. Oh, cool. Yeah. No Judgment here with Tish Ross. That's the other half of Full Blown Country. Well, and her own channel in her own right, I must say. But yeah, going slightly mad. Heartland HQ with Think and Tank. Hello, big dreams, tiny budget. Yeah. I've met Anne Marie up there. I haven't been up there. Are you really asking me any idea when I'll be moving? No, I don't have any idea. I mean, I have some idea, but a lot of things need to happen between here and there for me to have a date. I don't even know when the machinery is showing up, or the gravel, or a date for the shed house move, because all the gravel and dirt work and all that has to be done before you can schedule the shed house to be moved. And then you don't know what the weather's going to be like, so you can schedule it for that day, and it ain't going to happen that day because it's pouring down rain, and then you got to wait for another day the next week, and so yeah, it's hard to pin down a date. Um, Somebody else was taking off for the night. Yeah, we're almost at 10. And I am tired. I did get a nap in though. That was good. And then rain. I saw Dogman got rain. I haven't watched that whole video. I played it and I liked it, and then I went and got ready for doing something else. Yeah, see, Drew's Lens, that's the spirit. I hope Dogman passes me. We all moving up. That is the spirit. I've given shout outs to a lot of smaller channels that have taken off and gone beyond me. So I am always happy to see other people, and they're not just getting lucky, they're out there earning it. And that's the thing is, I really like to see people who are out there, earning the views as they speak with good videos and, good content and good values. And I love seeing it. Is Fifi still around? Yeah, all the cats are still around. They're in not all my videos. That's the problem. If I don't put them in every video, are the cats dead? Are the cats dead? Yeah, the cats are fine. If the cats were dead, I would tell you they're dead, but they're fine. Yeah, Fifi was sitting with Bob on the picnic table, and Grumpy was just coming home after dark. That wasn't was that the last video? I think that was the last video. But yeah, Wanda Henry, Dogman is in here. Chat does weird things sometimes. Who knows? Starred. Oh, live and starred. Oh, that's what starred means. Dogman, speak up. Oh, you didn't get him 200 subs. It was more like 20. No. We should be nice to each other. All right. We are coming up on 10 o'clock, and I am, yeah, I had a good rest yesterday. Well, I worked hard until the afternoon yesterday. Then I got a nap in. Then I had to finish my chores. And this morning, doing more stuff since I was gone half the day. But then it rained this afternoon, so I got another good nap in. And got the chickens put to bed, did a live show. Now I got to finish editing a video for tomorrow. So yeah, look for a video out tomorrow, probably late morning. And I made another trip up to the new property. I had a couple helpers with me. I'm not telling you who the helpers were, but I had a couple helpers with me, and we did some stuff, and that'll be in tomorrow's video. Drew's Lens has a video out. If you want to go check out his channel, Dogman, he got rained on today. He's got a video out. All of these channels in here have videos coming out. So I'll stop taking up your time. Bye, Dower. Good night, everyone. Good night, Elaine. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the members in here. Thanks for there was a super sticker earlier and a new member earlier. Love that. And I will catch you guys on tomorrow's video, and then we'll go from there. So thanks so much, and take it easy. Have a